Chapter 8, Law and Social Justice. Question answers from Class 8. Subject Social Science, Book Social and Political Life 3. Question 1. Talk to two workers, for example, construction workers, farm workers, factory workers, workers at any shop, to find out if they are receiving the minimum wages laid down by law. Answer: farm workers are not getting minimum wages in villages. Women workers are not getting equal wages as that of the men, which is not permitted by law. Question 2. What are the advantages to foreign companies in setting up production in India? Answer: the advantages to foreign companies in setting up their production in India is as follows. Foreign companies come to India because of the cheap labor. The wages that the companies pay to workers in foreign countries are far higher than what they have to pay to workers in India. Low wages and long hours of work. Minimum additional expenses, such as housing facilities for workers. Thus, companies can save costs and earn higher profits. Cost cutting can also be done by other more dangerous means, like lowering working conditions, including lower safety measures. Question 3. Do you think the victims of the Bhopal gas tragedy got justice? Discuss. Answer: the victims of the Bhopal gas tragedy got some monetary compensation, but not justice. It was caused due to gross neglect of safety measures by the factory management. The government represented the people to claim compensation for affected ones. The government demanded $3 billion as compensation, of which the company compensated only $470 million. Today, after so many tears shed due to the tragedy, there are still people seeking justice. So many victims still fail to avail safe drinking water, healthcare facilities, and jobs. Many people who were maimed for life have no use for the compensation money. Hence, it can be said that the victims of the Bhopal gas tragedy did not get justice. Question 4. What do we mean when we speak of law enforcement? Who is responsible for enforcement? Why is enforcement so important? Answer: law enforcement means the implementation of law. Government is responsible for enforcement. Enforcement is important when the law seeks to protect the people belonging to the weaker sections from those who are strong and powerful. Enforcement is important to ensure that every worker gets fair wages. When workers are poor or powerless, the fear of losing future earnings or facing reprisals forces them to accept low wages. Employers use this as a tool to pay workers less than a fair wage. In such cases, it is crucial that the laws are enforced. Question 5. How can laws ensure that markets work in a manner that is fair? Give 2 examples to support your answer. Answer: laws ensure that markets work in a fair manner by protecting the people from unfair practices. The 2 examples are Child Labor Prevention Act. This law states that no child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory or mine or engage in any other hazardous employment. Right against exploitation. This law states that no one can be forced to work for low wages or under bondage. The government has also passed laws to make sure that essential products such as kerosene, food grain, sugar, etc., are not highly priced. It is imperative to impose such restrictions on people who are marketing these types of products, so that people of low economic strata can afford these goods. Question 6. Imagine yourself to be a worker working in a chemical factory, which has received orders from the government to move to a different site 100 kilometers away from the present location. Write about how your life would change. Read out your responses in the classroom. Answer: I will have to adjust in the new environment. I will get admission in a new school, where new friends and new teachers will come in contact with me. It may take much time to me to adjust in the new school, because I am a little but introvert. I don't like changes or shifting. This will definitely adversely affect my studies. But as there will be no alternatives, I will have to face the situation. Question 7. Write a paragraph on the various roles of the government that you have read about in this unit. Answer: the government plays the following roles: providing public facilities like healthcare, sanitation, and water supply, ensures that these are not overtaken by private enterprises. Enforcing the laws against child labor, fixing minimum wages for workers, and revising it from time to time. Enforcing laws regarding safety at the workplace. Enforcing laws regarding the safety of the environment. Protecting the interests of consumers against overpricing and standard products. Punishing organizations which do not follow policies to protect the environment against pollution. Question 8. What are the sources of environmental pollution in your area? Discuss with respect to A. Air, B. Water, and C. Soil. What are the steps being taken to reduce pollution? Can you suggest some other measures? Answer. The various sources of environmental pollution in our area are as follows. A. Smoke from factories and vehicles that run on petrol or diesel is the main reason behind air pollution. B. The main cause of water pollution is chemical fertilizers and garbage from factories, farms, and houses. C. Soil is polluted by the pesticides and fertilizers that are used to grow crops, or by garbage dumped by human or by factory waste. Steps taken to reduce pollution are listed below. Various laws have been enforced to keep a check on environmental pollution. Promotion of CNG vehicles to reduce air pollution. Strict actions against companies who violate environmental laws. No rules or laws can help make our environment clean and free of pollution until and unless every individual in society takes responsibility on their part to keep their environment clean. Only voluntary actions can make our environment pollution-free. Question 9. How was environment treated earlier? What has been the change in perception? Discuss. Answer. The environment was treated as a free entity, and any industry or individual could pollute the environment without any restrictions. There were very few laws to protect and conserve the environment in India. The government also paid no attention to safeguarding the environment. Now, there has been a change in perception. The government has introduced various laws to protect and conserve the environment, such as Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. The courts have given out a number of judgments upholding the right to a healthy environment as intrinsic to the fundamental right to life. Various laws and procedures to check pollution and clean rivers have been formed. The government can also impose a fine on those who pollute our precious environment. Question 10. What do you think the famous cartoonist R.K. Laxman is trying to convey in this cartoon? How does it relate to the 2016 law that you read about on page 103? Answer. The cartoon by R.K. Laxman depicts an underprivileged boy carrying books for a wealthier child going to school, symbolizing how poor children are forced into labor instead of receiving education. This highlights exploitation and denial of basic rights. It directly relates to the Child Labor, Prohibition and Regulation, Amendment Act, 2016, which prohibits employment of children below 14 years in most occupations, ensuring that children are protected from exploitation and given the opportunity to pursue education. So, friends, we have completed question answers of Chapter 8, Law and Social Justice. If you like the video, kindly hype the video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive new video notifications. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.